fame. Eeny, meeny, money, more. I catch a whore, I got her toe. And if you wanna let her go, you bout to see this chopper blow. I run this shit just like a game, I can't stop now. I got the film, I just can't hang around all your lame. Just last week I just fucked your dame. Stacking another guap, let's
go. What's going on, everybody? Just to the end, and we are here with another Witcher recap review type thing. This is gonna be for season 1, episode 2. I believe it was called The Four Marks. And I'm gonna start off by saying that I like the acting in this. I'm not, a super crazy entertainment critic type person, so I don't know the name of all these actors and actresses. I just know mainly Henry Cavill, who played Superman in the DC universe, who was playing Geralt of Rivia, as we all know. But anyways, getting into The Four Marks. I enjoyed it very much. We get a lot of exposition, a lot of backstory, a lot of history and world building in this one. We have 3 main storylines. We follow Geralt along with this new character, a bard, who I forgot. In the books and in the games, his name is Dandelion. I forgot. I don't want to butcher his name. It's Jaeger something. That's what his name. That's what his real name is. They call him Dandelion, but his real name is Jaeger something. Yeah, it's a Polish name. Don't want to butcher it, so yeah, not gonna do that. But yeah, he ends up teaming up with Geralt of Rivia after Geralt. After Geralt accepts a job to basically kill a devil who is stealing crops and stuff like that. And then we later find out that this devil is actually a race of... It's just a type of monster who looks like your traditional devil. And honestly, for me, I didn't feel like the dialogue in that first encounter where they started shit-talking each other was... It was a little bit cringy, not too thing. I don't know if that's just me personally, because I like roasting and I'm pretty good at roasting and stuff like that. But that's my opinion. And then it goes on from there. They end up getting Geralt ends up showing mercy to this monster and saying, "Hey, you can't stay here because the people know that you're stealing, and so you need to get away." All that good stuff. And unfortunately, he gets kidnapped along with Geralt gets kidnapped along with Dandelion. And it turns out that they're taken by elves, and that we find out that the elves who people consider like the enemy, evil, oh my god, they sit in this high palace, blah 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 blah. They're not. It's not as it seems. And so this comes straight out of the short story of, I think that's called The Edge of Everything. So if you've read The Edge of Everything, you know all the stuff. This is very condensed, and the elven plot basically matches all 3 of the storylines, as we see with Princess Cirilla, aka Ciri, who we end up finding out that she was on the run for 3 days, hasn't talked to anyone in 3 days. She meets this boy who we don't know if he can speak or not at first. Then we come to find out that he's actually an elven boy. Nice to see that they represent the culture, by the way. Anyways, so Cirilla, when she meets this elven boy, at first he's kind of like, whoa. But he actually did end up saving her life, because she was starving, of course, and she finds these berries. So she's about to take these berries, and he stops her by saying, "Hey," by letting her know that, hey, if you eat them, you're going to die. And basically, implying that they're poisonous, so he saves her life. And she starts to follow him, and he offers her food. At first she's like, I don't really eat rat, because, she's a princess, so, she's still kind of maintaining that little royalty little thing. But then, the boy charms her, and she ends up eating the rat. Another thing I enjoyed in this episode was honestly the music, especially the final song by that Dandelion wrote for Geralt. I really enjoyed that one. As they were ending the episode, and you kind of panned over to all the different characters and whatnot, I enjoyed that one as well. Thoughts on the episode? Like I said before, I liked it. The storylines between Cirilla and Geralt, how she's looking for him, I'm very interested and I'm curious to see how that will progress. Now let's move on to the more interesting, more mystical parts of the episode, where we finally meet this hunchback girl who, you know, has elven blood, and her parents mistreated her, and she apparently might have some secret not ultimate, but super stronger abilities in the side of magic than more people because of her elven blood. And like, who could that possibly be but Yennefer? And yes, if you're a fan of the books and if you're a fan of the games, I'm sorry if I'm addressing those. I'm sorry if I keep doing that, but like, whatever. So if you know who Yennefer is, don't spoil it for anyone, please. Although if you're watching this review, honestly, you haven't seen the episode, it's kind of your fault. So if you get spoiled, it's a recap and a review. I don't think I have to put spoiler tags to let you guys know this is a spoiler. But yeah, we meet Yennefer for the first time. She's, you know, she's more quiet, she's shy, she's meek. She's not really much of a... She's very self-doubting. And she just doesn't really... She has no confidence, basically. And we later find out that the headmistress or the lady in charge, she's basically... She's known all along that, hey, you're super powerful. But I'm like... She's kind of... She's being a little extra hard on Yennefer because Yennefer is making it hard for herself. She's kind of just taking Yennefer where she is and just like taking her up, which I think is great because I hate when they're like, well, they don't usually do this a lot in movies or shows or in fiction, but when there's a character who is super powerful, everyone's like, oh my god, she's the chosen one. Like with Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars, right off the bat, everyone they're talking about chosen one, prophecy, all that. Here we got none of that. We kind of get the feeling that she's super powerful, but then we're questioning like, why is this lady being such a bitch to her all this whole entire episode? Well, we later find out she has elven blood, she has all this, and so she's pretty powerful, but she doubts herself. She doesn't believe that she'll ever find love, and I think like some people can relate to that, where they feel they have this self-doubt and, you know, stuff like that. So I'm curious to see how this will progress, and we have some big transformations for Yennefer coming into the future. I can't wait till we see her meet Geralt of Rivia, Geralt himself. I can't wait for Ciri to meet Geralt as well. Definitely excited for all these meetings. You can easily see where they're going, that they're slowly building to this, everyone's heading in the same direction type stuff, and I am very, very, very interested, very hyped for that, and I personally cannot wait. And that's pretty much it for the recap. There's nothing really much that happened. It's more of an exposition type thing. We learned a lot about the elves. We learned a little bit more about this society called the Brotherhood of Mages, I believe, or Warlocks. Basically, order of people with mages and warlocks and witches and wizards, and basically they kind of act as just advisors to people who can afford them. So like royalty, high lords, we saw that in Sintra. We had that little wizard guy who was like kind of serving the crown and protecting Cirilla and all that stuff. So basically their job is to serve the castle. They don't take sides in anything, so they just, you know, go to different parts of the continent. We find out that the elves were here first, then humans, then other monsters came back after the convergence of spheres, where basically the world became, you know, expanded, and, you know, humans migrated to the continent and all that stuff. And of course, humans gotta fuck shit up because they learn magic from the elves and they turn against the elves and, you know, all that stuff. And humans suck. We know this already. So basically, what I like to think about this series is that it's really not about the monsters are monsters, yes, but the worst monsters are people who don't see themselves as the monster. Like, for example, humans. Humans, they're like, we're not monsters, we're a superior race. Oh my god, you're ugly. You look like a devil. Like, they mistreated this devil when he was an intelligent, like, he was not a regular guy per se, but like he was intelligent and he had wants, needs, likes, all that kind of stuff, and they just treated him like a devil when in reality he was, you know, a good person trying to help out the elves who were in a really bad situation. So there's that. I would like to see some more of the elves. Let's know. I would like to know if, you know, they end up moving and rebuilding their new civilization, their new society, that kind of thing. I would also like to know if Sintra ever rebuilds, that kind of thing. I want to see the progression of this show, and I am very, very much on board for this ride. But how about you guys? What did you guys think about the episode? Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought. If you enjoyed my review, recapping, predictions, my thoughts, my aspires for the rest of the series, you can hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, that's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. But you can hit the like button, subscribe, and share, and let me know how I can improve for you guys. If you would like to support the channel, be sure to hit the notification bell to get notified when I post new videos, because that's very important. And also, you can head over to the little links down below. There's patreon.com/JoeToTheEnd. There's twitch.tv/JoeToTheEnd where I stream. I'm currently streaming Jedi Fallen Order when I have time, because, you know, bills don't pay themselves and all that good stuff. So, of course, if you'd like to support the channel, patreon.com/JoeToTheEnd, or you can just, you know, subscribe, like, comment on the videos. Go ahead and watch other videos on the channel, because, you know, this YouTube algorithm, it's a little bit easier if you do, in fact, go and watch other videos that are on the channel. Kind of builds and, you know, kind of gets the algorithm going, like, hey, this guy's actually not, you know, too bad, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, you can do that. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Boom!
Niggas be bugging, nickname is Downer cause these niggas decking. Got 14 days, my nigga, a fortnight. Guns that you blast, only on Fortnite. Chopper gon' grind you, niggas like port runs. Ho, call me Batman, nigga, the dog.